the Indiana Fever, a.k.a. America's team, drops another game tonight against the Minnesota Lynx in the 84-97 loss. Is it too early to just wash away this season and call it a day and stop wasting people's time? Or are you still holding on to a little bit of hope for the rest of this season? Tyler Marsh is ejected. Chicago Sky's head coach attacks one of WNBA's referees, if that's what you want to call them. WNBA players have complained about back-to-back games, some miss asking for more money. We're going to talk about it and much more right after the intro. Let's go!
What is up, Indiana Fever fans? Thank you for welcoming me. I am so happy to be a part of the organization. And not only that, for my supporters that have been supporting me through this journey, I appreciate you too. God put this on my heart. I was actually just shooting and I broke down and started crying. You probably can kind of tell. God put this on my heart to share with you. On the background of my phone, there's a picture and it says, "When the time is right, the Lord will make it happen." Through things in life, trials and tribulations, ups and downs, where is your faithfulness? Do you walk by faith and not by sight, right? Because for me, this journey, you guys already know what it's been like, right? I'm happy to be here. And I want to share this because there might be somebody on this other end that might be going through something in life. And they're down on themselves or down on the Lord. And for me, when you change your heart posture into being grateful through all things, things are changed for you. People might say for me, it's a 7-day contract, what you tripping about? But I'm grateful for it. And when you're grateful for the small things, God can bless you for the bigger things. So, thank you guys for supporting me. And without further ado, let's go Fever basketball. Let's get it.
White Jesus has entered the arena and the people are still cheering. What's up, boys, girls, he, she, they, them, we, or whatever you choose to identify as? Welcome to the W360, your home for all things women's basketball. I'm your host, CJSoFoolish, and welcome to another episode of the W360, the show we call here that covers women's basketball, okay? What's up, W360 Nation? What's up, America, and everyone watching from everywhere, all over? Happy Sunday, folks. I hope you guys have had an amazing weekend up into this horrible display of a basketball game that we just all witnessed. What's up, W360 Nation? I see you guys in the chat. What's up, 6'8" Aquarius? I see you in the chat. Rhonda Stewart has made the live. Thank you so much. David Cooks speaks for the super chat. I genuinely appreciate it. The best way to support the show. Lauren, I see you out there. What's up, Lauren? What's going on, Kelly? I see you in the chat. Seth Thomas. Seth Thomas is in the chat. Let's see here. Lauren LeChat and Shadze. What's up, everybody? And I see everyone else is coming in. Cody Banks. What's going on, Cody? I see you in the chat. All right. What's up, W360 Nation? I hope everyone is doing well this weekend. Okay, we're going to talk about this game that we all just witnessed, okay, and basically just pretty much tell you, where I stand with this squad. Okay, where I stand with this squad. All right, Tyler Marsh, aka Arthur, Chicago Sky's head coach, was thrown out of the game. I didn't know he had it in him. But I'll tell you what, there's another coach I wish would show some type of emotion when your players are getting beat up the same way. Alyssa Thomas and what is that child's name? Odella. I'll get to her name when we get to the story. Said that they don't think that they should have to play back-to-back games. Okay? Now, we're the WNBA. What do you have us playing back-to-back games for? So we're going to talk about that. We're not going to be here very, very long tonight, guys. I know it's Sunday and it's kind of late. So let's go ahead and get into the show. Thank you so much, Peggy Cole, for the super chat. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you for supporting the show. Thank you. Okay. If you missed the game, guys, no need to fret. Okay. No need to fret. The Indiana Fever, America's team, dropped the game here, 84-97. Now, this started out to be what I would say exciting game. First quarter, Aaliyah Boston, I thought she came out and I thought she did a phenomenal job. Okay, that was the dominant Aaliyah that you wanted to see. Stephanie White said before the game, Stephanie White Leather, we're almost done with you, said before the game that they wanted to intentionally look for Aaliyah Boston more. Okay, they wanted Aaliyah Boston to get more touches. Sounded fine to me. Sounded fine to me. I said, hey, well, that's what a lot of us are thinking. Aaliyah Boston should get more touches. If anything, the entire offense should run through Kelsey Mitchell and Aaliyah Boston. They're the only two on the floor of the big three that's playing. So you would think there would be multiple sets ran for Kelsey Mitchell, option number 2 or 1, depending on what night each one decides to show up, and Aaliyah Boston. Okay, and it looked like that's what was happening in the first quarter. Okay, they were getting the ball to Aaliyah Boston. Aaliyah Boston was being aggressive and she was going to work. At the end of the first quarter, starts the second quarter without Aaliyah Boston. Aaliyah Boston doesn't check back into the second quarter until about a minute and a half, to literally where I think everyone in America is yelling, put Aaliyah Boston in the game. Put Aaliyah Boston in the game, White Leather. What are you doing? She's dominating. She's on fire. Your name is not White Leather anymore. Your name is Stephanie Firefighter White, because you love to put out fires. That's all you like to do. You might as well go apply for the Indiana Fire Department since you like to put out fires so much, White Leather. White Leather? You wear leather in the summertime for no reason because you don't like heat. You run from fire. Why did you sit Aaliyah so long, White Leather? Why? You stink. Seriously. What did Aaliyah have? What was it? 10 first quarter points? And then in the second half, you're posting up Natasha Howard. Arguably the worst player on your squad. And that's arguably. What are you posting up Natasha Howard for? What is she going to do? She can barely catch. Seriously. Now the thing is, everything, you can't just pile on White Leather to me. Rotations are questionable and stupid. There are two things that can be true at the same time. I mean, look at this roster. But this is partially your fault too, because you're the one brought this mess. You started this mess. Months ago, you started this mess. This is your bed that you laid in, and we're all not going to lay in this bed with you. We're not laying in this bed with you. Look at this squad. Look at this display of basketball. And you're a part of it. Seriously. Why aren't you playing through Aaliyah Boston and Kelsey Mitchell right now and let them hold it down until White Jesus comes back? If she ever comes back, because we don't know, because your front office and your media writers, Scott, has no damn idea what's going on. None. I've never seen anyone so confused. Apparently, White Jesus is listed. White Jesus is listed right now as possibly coming back soon. I'm not getting my hopes up high. Last time you all had everyone thinking she was coming back, then you came out of nowhere and said, hey, she bruised her ankle 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago. Next you'll come back and say, what did she do? Jam her thumb? So it'll be another couple of weeks. We don't know when Jesus is coming back. This team is a mess. This team is a mess. Seriously. And I mean, of course, I'm not here to say that there was just high expectations that Indiana Fever was going to beat this very good Minnesota team, okay? Indiana just can't defend against this team. They cannot defend. They can't defend the Minnesota Lynx. Minnesota Lynx I think, is going to win it this year. They have the MVP on this squad. I don't want to hear anything about Alicia. I don't want to hear anything about Asia Whistle, civil rights. Okay? We're not going to make new laws since Asia Wilson isn't going to get the MVP this season. The MVP belongs to Nafisa Collier. Okay? Especially if she leads her team to finish it. Nafisa is playing. Nafisa put on a performance tonight, first game back. She's carried her team all season. Nafisa Collier is MVP, okay? It's not going to Vegas. It's not going to Vegas, so cut it out and quit asking. But this is a very, very good Minnesota team, okay? All 5 of them can shoot. All 5 of them. They don't hesitate. They don't drive and try to kick out, and they all can shoot. Every single one of them. So they can kick it inside, you can pack inside, and then they're going to kick it right back out and bang your head with the 3. That's all that can happen. You can't even trap them. Everyone is capable of scoring. Everyone is capable of creating their own shot as well. It's total opposite you can say about this squad. Total. Okay. So your best bet with a team like Indiana, who you may, Indiana making the playoffs, possibly as an 8th seed, will probably see Minnesota. Okay, but it's hard to defend this squad. Indiana just does not have the personnel or the skill, if we're being honest. Or the skill. Indiana can't line up with Minnesota. No. Not with White Jesus not on the floor. Oh, thank you so much, David, for the super chat. I appreciate it. Love your show, CJ. Thank you so much. I appreciate the super chat. Best way to support the show out. Thank you so, so much. Okay, thank you, Charlie. Whiskey, I catch you all the time. Charlie send me everything he sees. As far as latest news, I catch you, Charlie. Thank you so much for the super chat. Charlie says, White sits the hot players down so she can remember what it felt like to destroy the Vanderbilt. The Vanderbilt Commodores. I don't know what the hell Stephanie White is doing. I don't know. Okay. And another question when it comes to Indiana Fever here. Um, um, Damaris Dantes, your time is up. Up! This Damaris Dantes experiment has failed. Failed. Okay? This is an experiment that you have to stop immediately. I mean, it's dangerous. It's dangerous. Every single time I see Damaris Dantes hobble to that clock, to the shot scores table, I literally look and go, damn, here go the game. Here go the game. Damaris was valuable to the team. The only way she can be valuable to this squad is hitting the three. That's what she was valuable for. Remember, guys, I said this last season in W360 Nation. You guys remember me talking about Damaris Dantes last season, how slow she was? And people who was it that was trying to tell me that, no, we need a big body. She's a big body. That's all she is. It's big. That's it. And not in a dominant way. Damaris Dantes is out of shape. Okay? Everyone wants to be nice, and I know she's a lovely lady. She's a lovely lady. I get it. Damaris Dantes is out of shape. She's out of shape. She can't defend. She can't shoot. She can't dribble. She's lost. At one point, I was looking at her. I said, what is she doing? She's lost. She's literally just... Damaris, the ball is behind you. The ball is the other way, Damaris. You still... She's unplayable. She's unplayable. You cannot play Damaris. You can't. You're literally better off there's no backup center. You're literally better off keeping AB in the game. I don't care if she has 7 fouls. Keep AB in the game. Damaris cannot play. She changed the entire momentum of the game in the second quarter when she was in. She gave up a layup. Then she missed about 3 shots in a row. Then Lexi threw it over the backboard, but she was getting cooked. She changed the entire momentum of the game. Seriously, she's just out there. The ball over here. Damaris, what happened? Did you leave all your skill in Brazil? You stink. Stinky, dirty diaper. Stinky, dirty diaper. Stinky. You're stinking up the place, Damaris. This is awful. Now, if you follow me on Twitter at the W360_. That's the only account, the W360_. And I tweeted respectfully, what's going on with Damaris? Natasha Howard, I want out of my town. Out of my town. Out of my town. Any and everybody can score on Natasha Howard. Any and everybody can score on Natasha Howard. Every single time Natasha Howard starts that high dribble down the floor and she's dribbling down the floor, I'm like, give it up, pass it, pass it, pass it, pass it, pass it, pass it. Damn it. Why does this girl think she's a guard? Why? Who told her this? Who told her to get the ball and dribble all the way, the whole length of the court just to go and break a layup or turn it over? Natasha, you've been in the league 39 years. What happened to getting the ball and getting into your guard and hauling ass down the court? That's what you should do. Natasha, you score not by creating your shot. You're not a shot creator, Tasha. You don't have that skill. You don't have that skill, and you can't shoot or defend. Neither one of you two. You two both need to get out of my town. Natasha does not have that skill. Why are we posting up Natasha Howard? She's not a go-to player. Natasha is only going to score by being in the right place at the right time and floating to the open areas of the offense, get a board and put it back. Or when someone spoon feeds you a score, a layup. That's the only way Natasha Howard is going to score. That's it. Not by trying to create on your own. That's not your game. Get the ball and pass it out. She's lost on offense. How many times did Natasha Howard run into Aaliyah Boston? Am I the only one that saw this? I said, what is Natasha Howard? She's lost. She's lost. She running into her own players with the ball. I said, what is she doing? What is she doing? She's lost. So you got Dante's lost, Natasha's lost, the damn whole team is lost. It's a mess. Leslie confidence is through the ground. She had 20 plus points last game. This game, she forgot how to shoot. Forgot how to shoot. Seriously. Whole team can go after this performance. Literally, on the defensive end, I mean, blown coverage after blown coverage. I said, what are they doing? What's happening? How many shots are you going to give McBride? Seriously. Shea Petty. I don't have much for the new people that came. Shea Petty and Odyssey Sims, you're going to get what you get. Okay? These are the players. They weren't on the roster for a reason. Okay? No one else in the league wanted to sign them. Everyone else cut them. Okay? So, hey, come to Indiana Fever. You know, everyone's hurt. So come and play. But I would be crazy to sit here and crash out about late season 7-day contract signing. Okay? They were home for a reason. I mean, you're not going to get 30-point game from a Shea Petty. Shea Petty might be 40. Okay, they were the last of the pickings. Okay, they were the last players to get picked in dodgeball. Okay, so you're gonna get what you get. Now, Ariel Powers, if you guys were listening to, I think Ariel Powers is one of the names I named when I said that Indiana Fever should pick up. When I think Ari McDonald went down, I would have to go back and look at my notes. I didn't have time to pull the episode. But I know I said that Ariel Powers, they should look into picking her up. And it was one other player that I named. Ariel Powers is a good pickup. She's a good pickup. And this game was a hoot to me because if you don't know, guys, Ariel Powers and Cheryl Reeve hate each other. Okay, they hate each other. She played for the Minnesota Lynx, and I used to wonder why she didn't get more playing time when she was with Minnesota. So I was really happy to see her sign. I had been saying they should look into signing her, you know. But I say that to say, I think she should have been signed. Ariel Powers has game, and she's definitely going to give you that defensive spark, that energy that you need. She's definitely going to be a enforcer on the team. She's ready to prove. That's her role on any team. She's an enforcer. And if you follow me on Twitter, I've tweeted about her before, especially when she was in Atlanta. Ariel Powers is so funny to watch play to me. She's so funny, but it's not in a bad way. It's just because as you guys continue to watch her, you'll see what I mean. Like, she was so funny to watch when she was in Atlanta. And she doesn't lack skill. She's a hooper. And I root for her. I root for Ariel Powers. She's a hooper, but she's just funny. You guys will see as you continue to watch her. But she hates her and Cheryl Reeve hate each other. Okay. Cheryl Reeve got on a plane once the Ariel Powers was on, and they were seated next to each other. And they literally had to move seats. Like, they hate each other. So I knew this would be a game where Ariel would play with a chip on her shoulder. Right. But it's just not enough. This squad, America's team, really has to do some restructuring at the end of this season. There really has to be some moves made. You have to start with these two. Let them go. In the words of Room, shout out to Room. If you don't follow at District 22 on Twitter. I'm retweeting her all the time. Shout out to Room. But in the words of Room, Natasha Howard has to go retire somewhere else. Okay? Go do it on someone else's dime. I can't believe we paid $200,000 for this mess. She's getting a hefty coin for this mess. This is a waste of money. Just send them home and donate the money to charity. You'd be better off doing that. Nonetheless, Dexter TX8904 said, she's not going to lie, got a little too emotional today. Powers, don't want too much foul trouble. Yeah. She's going to get emotional. Okay. You guys will see. You saw in the video that I played here. She's an emotional one. She's definitely an emotional one. Tanya Williams, what's up, Tanya? Tanya says, Tanya Williams, 1887 says, not going to happen. She's Stephanie White's fave. Lord knows, there is no way. I would be really shocked if Natasha Howard stayed on this squad. I would. I just can't see it happening. I do not see it happening. I don't think she even plays well with Caitlyn Clark. I don't think much of this front office, but I don't think they're that dumb. I hope they're not. I hope they look to surround White Sheezes with more compatible players to actually have a decent season. But nonetheless, with Ariel Powers joining, I think that gives you another guard that has the ability to bring the ball up the floor and attack. So your best bet on offense, at least moving forward until White Sheezes comes back, I would say run a two-man game with Kelsey Mitchell. Kelsey Mitchell and an AB, Aaliyah Boston. Run a two-man game and then put Ariel on the wing. Hopefully she can knock down a shot. When Lexi decides to shoot well, then you kick it out to Lexi. Hopefully she can lock down. But do a two-man game with AB and Kelsey Mitchell, and someone else has to step up and hit shots. That's just what it has to come down to. Someone else has to step up for this team. Now, I know that's asking for a lot because this team really doesn't have anybody. They don't have anybody. Just to sum up where this squad is, just to sum up where this squad is at this point of the season. At one point, I was literally yelling to my TV, get Bree Turner back in the game. That's where we're at, folks. That's where we're at. Asking for Bree Turner. Whatever. Asking for Bree Turner. That's where we're at. And then after a few minutes, I literally said, get it back out. Get it back out. Get it back out. Lexi threw it off the backboard. Then Bree Turner bricked the layup. Then Bree Turner fouled Nafisa and gave her an N1. Then Bree Turner came back down and missed another shot. I said, get her out. Get her out. Get her back to her seat. Get her back to her seat. She wants to sit down. Get her out. Get her off my floor. This is over with. Get it out. Get her out. Get her out. Get her out. Put Dante's back in. Hell, get her out. Get her out. Seriously. Someone said, let Turner cook. Kevin B3408 said, let Turner cook. She got in. She got in. She stunk up the place. Bree Turner was, I said, that's the Bree Turner I know right there. There she is. There she is. That's the Bree Turner I know, baby. And that's it. That's it. Don and Kev, what's up, y'all? What's up, Don and Kev said, I'd rather take my chance on KK. Seriously, at this point, you know what? Honestly, you can turn around and spin a couple of times, close your eyes, and just point and say, go. At this point, just point at somebody and say, hey, go for it. Go for it. Hey, go out there and have fun. Just go have fun. That's literally what you could say. Literally what all you could say. E-Raw 4171 says Turner gives you zero offense, less than Lexi. Yes. Yeah. That's true. Let's take a look at some key plays from the game tonight. Plays that or highlights that I pulled from the game. So I want to come back and talk about Caitlyn Clark possible return and the latest on that. And then I want to move on to Tyler Marsh. Let's look at a few key plays. Ariel Powers, AP. I root for her. I root for her. Odyssey Sims was like, never mind. Shea Petty banks it off the backboard. Here's Howard. Oh. That's nice footwork on that move. Nice footwork.
Their first game with the Fever. 10.
For the three, Money Mitch. This was Aaliyah all first quarter. All first quarter. And I cannot believe that they stopped going to her. I cannot believe they stopped going to her.
Shot clock crossover. Hit Smith.
Uh-oh. Why did they stop going to Aaliyah? Courtney Williams, there's the creepy dad. Courtney Williams, did we see MVP? Oh. I knew she was, I knew she was going to hit that. Courtney Williams is an assassin. Dejanay, even Dejanay. I said, Lord, y'all got Dejanay out here hitting threes. So you guys see what I mean? If you didn't watch the game, this squad, everyone is capable of scoring. Everyone is capable at any position. It's literally any position where I feel like Indiana is a team just full of role players that can just play in a system or something. You know, they're system players. They're not hoopers. They're not. So, you know, when people trying to talk about White Jesus and Caitlyn Clark and, oh, she didn't do, look at the impact White Jesus brought to this squad. This squad looks nothing. How they look when White Jesus is on the floor. Even with Howard. Literally, even with Howard. So as far as the stats on Indiana's side, Leah Boston ended the game with 14 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists, and a steal and a block. Kelsey Mitchell ended the game with 26 points, 1 rebound, 2 assists, and a block. Tasha Howard had 10 points. I don't even remember Natasha scoring 10 points. I think I remember her scoring like twice this game. 10 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists, 0 steals, 0 blocks. Shea Petty, 16 points, 1 assist. Lexi Hull, 6 points, 1 rebound, 4 steals, 4 assists, 2 steals, and a block. Lexi was 2 for 10 from the field, 2 for 6 for 3. Odyssey Sims, 3 points, 1 steal, 0 blocks. Ariel Powers, 5 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists. Bree Turner, 2 points, 1 rebound, no assists, no steals, and a block. Damaris Dantes, a Krispy Kreme Dunkin' donut. A donut. Not even the one with the sprinkles on top. A donut. A plain Jane donut. 0 points, 2 rebounds, assists, and a steal, -8 on the floor. She was 0 for 3 from field goal. 0 for 1 from the 3. Michaela Timpson played 2 minutes and had 2 points. There are 5 players that are out on this squad. For Minnesota, Nafisa MVP, 32 points, 9 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals. Courtney Williams, one of the stud butts, 14 points, 2 rebounds, 10 assists. Courtney Williams ended with a double-double. I can't pronounce this child's name. Cloud Dikova, 13 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. Kayla McBride, 13 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. Natisha Heidemann, 5 points. Bridget Carlton, 7 points, 4 rebounds. Smith, 8 points, and even Dejanay Carrington had 5 points. Jessica Shepard went off last game, had the career night this game. She put up a Krispy Kreme. A Krispy Kreme. Okay. So, as far as Indiana Fever, they have Seattle Storm on Tuesday. I think after Seattle Storm, they have Golden State. I think they have again. And then they have Atlanta after that. They have a chance of going to the playoffs as the last seed, which means they'll have to play the first seed. So, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I think a lot depends on White Jesus coming back. The thing is, with White Jesus coming back, let me see here. Let me let you guys know what the latest was. Chloe Peterson, who is one of the Fever beat writers. Chloe Peterson said earlier today, Caitlyn Clark is participating in shoot-around this morning, going through warm-ups, then some non-contact drills with the second team. She has not officially returned to practice, I'm told, but this is her first time working with the team since her injury. I think White Jesus comes back this season. The thing is, with her coming back, and especially in such a time of the year, like right before playoffs and during most win games, I worry about the pressure. You know, I think that's a hell of a lot of pressure to put on one player who's already carrying this entire league. Doesn't matter what anyone wants to say. who's already has had to carry this entire league as far as viewership, fandom, relevancy, bring a new style of play to this league, all of it. Media has already had to carry so much. So now she's going to have to come back, and millions of people are going to watch and say she got to have a great game. She got to have a great game for this squad to go to the playoffs and make a run. I'm here to say I think she can, but I'm not a huge fan of just putting the world on just her single shoulders to come back after being out for weeks with a groin injury, ankle injury. I think it's both groins are hurt. It's a lot of pressure. So I hope that she is blocking out the noise, and I hope she just comes back and play her game. I do, but that's a lot of pressure to put on one player who's already carrying the league to come and carry this squad through playoffs after being injured. And playing with multiple players that she hasn't even played with this season. She hasn't even played with. Seriously. Charlie says, but CJ, look at all the pressure her teammates have had. Yeah, that's even worse. It's even worse. But I mean, Kelsey Mitchell has been in the league for what, 9 years? 9 years? This has been her squad. This has been her team. This has been Kelsey Mitchell's show in Indiana. So to me, I would expect someone of her tenure in this league to handle pressure a little bit different than a second-year rookie that has already carried the league on her back. You know, I'm just pointing out it's just a hell of a lot of pressure. Monica Middleton, what's up, Monica? Monica says, shut it down, Caitlyn. I think she already has. I think she's going to try to come back. But what I will crash out about is if a lot of people try to put, if they don't win, try to put it on Caitlyn Clark. See, she couldn't carry her team. Shut your pie hole. They're already trying to push the agendas, you know. They're already trying to erase her. So we'll see what happens. Loyalty 55. What's up, Loyalty? Says, I think they should just let this one go. That's too much pressure on her. Donna Cass says, look at the physicality tonight, then think about the playoffs. Yeah. All right. So yes, we'll see what happens. They play again Tuesday against Seattle Storm. They should be able to pull that game off, but you never know. We'll see what happens. We'll be tuning in to America's team, baby. And I'll tell you this, we're still riding with America's team. I am. I'm still riding with them through the ups and downs, because one of the biggest stories in the offseason is going to be what the Indiana Fever does and who they surround White Sheezes with. So that's definitely something to look forward to after the playoffs. Seriously. What's up, Miss Fins? All right, before we move on, I want to ask W360 Nation, guys, before we move on, do you guys think Caitlyn Clark, White Sheezes, should return this season? 1 for yes or 2 for no? Do you think White Sheezes should return this season? 1 for yes or 2 for no? I want to see what everyone's thinking. Should Caitlyn Clark, White Sheezes, return this season? 1 for yes, 2 for no. Should she say, oh, the hell with it, I'm just going to sit out, we'll figure it out next year? Or does she say, hell no, I'm going to play and we're going to make a run in the playoffs and I'm going to give it my all? Liz E. 680 says 3. I'm mixed. A lot of 2s. We have some ones coming in. Okay, more ones. More ones. Thank you, Tracy. Jordan says, flush it and stay healthy. Someone says 2, not worth the risk. Q Pie Cop. Nope, Clark can make them win. What's up, Athena? Athena says, I think she would be upset if she doesn't try. I truly think Caitlyn wants the pressure. 1. She loves the challenge. She's not afraid. I'm more so on that side as well. I think that she's going to take on the challenge. I think she's saying, bring it on. If we lose, we lose. It's fine. This season was a rough one, but I think she'll take on the challenge. I think she'll take on the challenge here. Did I touch on everything I want to touch on for this game? Yeah, it wasn't much. It wasn't much. Get the defense together, run the offense through Kelsey Mitchell and Aaliyah Boston. Hopefully someone else can step up and hit the outside shots besides Mitchell. All right. Do I have Tyler Marsh over here? I thought I brought him over here. Tyler Marsh. Tyler Marsh, a.k.a. Arthur. Tyler Marsh looks like Arthur to me. I'm serious. Tyler Marsh was ejected from Chicago Sky's game yesterday in their loss to Chicago Sky, and that squad, that season is over. Okay, so of course there's a lot of frustration surrounding that squad. And it's Chicago Sky versus the Connecticut Sun. Orange is the new black, okay? That penitentiary squad versus Chicago Sky, a talentless squad, okay? Who's also, to be fair, suffered a lot of losses and injuries this year as well. Angel Reese just came back, didn't put on a bad performance at all. Definitely played, played Angel Reese basketball. Angel Reese ended that game with a double-double, 11 points, 11 rebounds. She shot 5 for 10 from the floor and 1 for 4 from free throws. So, not bad. This team is obviously, trying to play a lot more through Angel Reese, but that squad is awful. So a Connecticut Sun and a Chicago Sky game is a game that you show to children that are just starting playing basketball. And you show this game to them and say, this is what you don't want to do. It's a bloopers reel. Connecticut Sun and Chicago Sky game. That is a game where you eat an edible and you just sit back and you sit back and laugh. Seriously, that game looks like a WWE match. They look like NWO. They did. You remember in wrestling when the NWO versus the red and black? What was the red and black side? That's what Connecticut Sun and Chicago Sky look like. Seriously. But that was a terrible game. Golly. Oh my goodness, that is a terrible game. That is what you call a mid-off, a sorry-off. Okay? I don't even know how both these squads scored this many points. The final score was 94 to 84. I said, they scored that many points? I said, who the hell scored all those points for Connecticut? Who scored 84 points for Chicago? Oh my gosh. Nonetheless, the highlight of the game was Tyler Marsh. Tyler Marsh was got ejected from the game for basically running after the ref to attack him. Let's take a look at the play.
Smile. So isn't that kind of Westmore?
That is
What
true.
is-
Tyler Marsh just got ejected.
What is happening? Look at this. Let's rewind it.
Even cracked a smile. So isn't that kind of Westmore? That is true. Tyler Marsh just got ejected from this game.
Look at Angel Reese. She's at the scene of every crime. Oh my goodness.
We talked about the physicality
This looks like a Jerry Springer episode.
of this series leading into today. Shimmy, you've already talked about the physical nature that we've already seen here today.
Well, there has been a lot of contact from the very beginning. Like, I don't know why that was not called a foul. And early in the possession, you see Tyler Marsh. He also did not know why that was called a foul, and he reacted. And I can't.
It's always this ref. Him and that one with the mohawk. Him, that one with the mohawk, and I think it's a little mixed lady too. They stink.
Say that I blame him. As a former head coach, someone who's been in that position, you want to protect your players. We talked in our open about the history of these two teams and their prior two meetings. Technicals, flagrants, ejections. So based on that alone, Lisa, I would have assumed
All right.
the officiating would have been very tight.
Oh, yep, there she is. There she is. What did I say? I said, it's that guy and the one with the mohawk. Is that her? It sure is.
And instead, we
It sure is. There she is. That's the woman I know. That's the woman I know. I don't know what these are literally DEI hires. Now, to be fair, he has a point. He has a point. Look at this. Look at this. How is this not called? How is this not called? How is that not called? So he has a point. He has a point. And the thing is, this just really goes to show just the level of incompetence that these referees in this league employs. And this isn't the first time. This isn't the first time this has happened. I specifically remember during a Indiana Fever game where literally Asia Wilson, Asia's civil rights glory, 12 years a slave, beloved Wilson, had Lexi Hall in that the same exact maneuver. I think it's from behind choke. Whatever wrestling move you want to call it, it's a behind choke. Asia Civil Rights Wilson had Lexi Hall the same way, literally, and they called a jump ball. Jump ball, literally. Do you guys remember that play where Sophie Cunningham and Lexi just looked at the ref and Sophie was like, she's all over her. These refs, and the thing is, I'm not trying to be the conspiracy person. You guys know, I mean, the refs has been an issue in this league. But these refs, this has to be purposely done. This is purposely done because you all know how to blow your damn whistle for Asia, 12 years a slave, beloved glory, Amistad Wilson. You know how to blow your whistles then. You've learned how to blow your whistles for Paige. So when did you guys stop blowing your whistles? This is how I know there's something intentional happening here. So for Tyler Marsh, he's not wrong. I mean, his job is on the line. He's probably going to get fired if they go the same route that they went with Teresa Weatherspoon. He's probably going to get fired. They're not making it to the playoffs. I think Tyler Marsh should have just hit him. Why run up and just stop? Just go ahead and go out with a bang, Tyler. Go out with a bang. How are you just running up and then you stop with your hands? But go on and hit him. Go on and knock him over. Your season's over, Tyler. The season is over. Your offense already might be boxed up. So do every WNBA a favor. Every WNBA fan a favor and just knock his ass out. You should have just knocked his ass out, Tyler. Goodness gracious. Why did you just stop there? But that was funny to me when that man ran on that court. When he ran on this court, look how he ran on the court.
That is true. Tyler Marsh just got ejected.
Did he run on that court in dress shoes? I think he's wearing dress shoes. How did he get on the court that fast? Seriously, how did he get on the court that fast? Here's what Tyler Marsh had to say after the game regarding his ejection. Uh-oh.
Coach, Christian.
Hi, Coach. Christian Winsider. You got ejected today. What was really the breaking point for you, and how was it when you weren't able to coach your team being in the back?
It was hard being in the back and not being out there for the team. Part of me felt like I was let down. Other half of me was like, I had to. It's been egregious all year. Breaking point. I mean, you guys saw it. It was clear as day, and I think that when stuff like that goes uncalled, things happen like they happened last time we played Connecticut. And I don't know how you send one of the same refs from that game to ref us tonight and allow something like that to occur. Not to saying that she was part of it, but it's still the first time that we played Connecticut this season. There's another ref that was here today that was involved in another altercation there. So I feel like we've been getting the short end of the stick all year. And every time that I've gotten attacked this year has been in support of our players, and I think that if not the most respectful coach to the officiating crew, I don't know who is in the league. And with our record and the amount of losses that we have, never do I come up here and blame the refs for our situation. I take the onus always, but it feels like I'm the only one that does that. There's no accountability on the other side of it, and that's the breaking point, because today would have been another game that just went by where we get calls admitting mistakes and nobody has to answer for them. But our players continually have to answer when they don't play well. And our coaches around the league have to continuously answer when they make decisions that don't go their way. And accountability should be had on all fronts, and it's not. And so that was a breaking point.
Go to Brian.
Can you just kind of speak?
So yeah, I mean, all jokes aside and dress shoes aside, I think Tyler Marsh has a valid concern and valid point. These are the same refs. I've been talking about this same ref all season, since last season, even through the college season. That one with that mohawk and those braids, that lady, and the two bald black guys. All three, they're DEI hiring. I don't know what quota the WNBA was trying to meet hiring these, but they're always at the scene of every crime, every fight, every brawl. It's always their games. It's always their games. Those refs need to be fired. Those officials need to be fired. Now, what I'm hoping is Stephanie White Leather, AKA fire extinguisher, since she likes to put out fires, can take a look at this and maybe I would hope that she would stick up for her players a little more. I think Stephanie White, and I'm not calling for violence, but I am calling for you to, show a little bit more aggressive, stand up for your team. When White Jesus was getting pounded and hounded, at the beginning of the season, after that brawl, guys, remember on the episode, I was like, I love how she's standing behind them. She was just more so like, yeah, well, it's the refs. They let it get to this point. And then something just changed. I mean, so many calls where I'm like, take the tag or challenge it. Take the tag. Stand up for your team. And she started the season that way. And I don't know what happened, but I think more if this officiating continues to be this atrocious, I think more and more referee or coaches will continue to get tags. And I think they're in their right to do so. Just take it a little further. Just attack them next time. Knock them over. Hit them in the head. Something, Seriously. And the thing is, that ref with the mohawk, again, on this site of every brawl. Remember the LSU and South Carolina brawl, where Flage's brother jumped out of the audience and went and pushed Camila Cardoso? If you didn't see the game, it's on ESPN playback. It's one of the best college games you could watch. LSU and South Carolina last year. Who was right there when that entire brawl went down? The game wasn't called or officiated the entire game. The ref with the mohawk. How come in every one of your games brawls are happening? You need to go referee in the WWE somewhere, because apparently that's what you think the WNBA is. You and that other bald guy and the other bald guy, all three of you, just leave. You guys stink. Stinky. And the announcers love to go on and on about this is a very physical league. This is a very physical league. I remember Sinead Okumake. And the rest of you love to holler, this is a very physical league. And all the players in the league, this is physical. We're physical here, and this is the best 4,444 players in the league. This is a physical league. This is past physicality. Okumake. I haven't forgot. This is past physicality. These are players that lack skill, so they just play real hard and bust everybody's lips and hurt everybody. Look at this.
Shiner on her eye.
What is
Shiner.
this? You're telling me this doesn't look like a boxing match? This is literally what you see during kickboxing. And what's the other league where they just fight each other? The what's that league where they're in the ring? They don't have boxing gloves. They just fight each other though. Very violent. I don't see how people watch that shit. They just fight each other. They just fight. MMA or that league. That's where you see this stuff. You don't see this in basketball. How does she have a big black knot on her eye? By the way, Angel Reese did that. MMA. Yeah, this is MMA stuff. This isn't women playing basketball. What is
Shiner
this?
on her eye.
No, nobody's going to tune into that. Why? I think the referees, you guys should really start making some calls here. White Jesus already isn't playing. You think millions of people want to tune in and watch a bunch of women just beat the hell out of each other? No. People want to watch basketball. Exciting plays, threes, good basketball. Who wants to watch women just pound each other and beat up each other? Seriously, that Orange is the New Black squad. That violence follows that squad everywhere. Kiki had a large bump on her head also. I mean, these women come out of these games literally looking like they just left a Clarissa Shields fight. This is awful. This is awful. Clean it up. Clean it up. Clean it up. Oh, there's some slows. The slows are starting to find this show. You love the growth of your show. Of course, that's the more popular, it gets and the word gets out and more people are saying the isms and talking about it. But there's a downside to, your show growing as well because the slows, they find it. They find it, and they sit and watch. They sit and watch and they just go typing away. And it's normally the Jergens lotion owners, you know what fan base that is. Those men, the Jergen lotion owners who sit up and they watch that child on her TikTok at 2:00 in the morning. They hide under their covers with their bottle of lotion. It's normally them. It's normally them just and sit and tweet me throughout the night and send me emails. It's them, and I you really don't, you just have to wonder, what's happening. Where are we at as a nation as far as our decisions on bringing asylums back? I think asylums are desperately needed. They are. And you got to ring up everyone with septum rings and start putting them in there first. Got to get asylums back. It's desperately needed. These people need help. I'm serious. I don't even watch a game. I don't even finish a game that I don't like, let alone sitting at night, because this is a late night show. It's 10:01 where I'm at. Most of my audience is on Eastern time. It's after 11 o'clock. Monday, a lot of people have to get up and go to work in the morning. There's no way, if I have to get up early in the morning and go to work, most of the slows don't have jobs anyway, that I would be sitting up watching a YouTube host that I don't like. I'll never understand it. And then leave YouTube, go to Twitter, find said host Twitter, and just start typing away. These people are slow. Seriously. I don't know if they're frustrated because they're out of lotion. I'm not exactly sure. But slows, you guys gotta go get yourself some help. Okay? I know the season is over. Your favorite player, her season tanked. Okay? She did something to her back and you're upset and you guys don't even have a chance of making the playoffs. I get it. Look at America's team. I get it. Season was a disappointment. But you don't go just camping out in someone's comments, bothering other people that's enjoying the show. No. Seriously. The Jergens Club, the Jergens lotion owners, you guys Walmart is still open. Walgreens is open. There are gas stations out there, I'm sure it's still open. Go get yourself some more lotion and just go on and go to bed. Call it a night. Okay? Thank you for the super chat, Charlie. Charlie says most of these women believe that the added violence will distract us from their lack of ability to play quality basketball. And it's always the sorry ones hurting somebody. Like they can't play, so they just play real hard. I will forever stand by the fact that Alyssa Thomas isn't good. She stinks. I don't care what anyone says. She can have 15 more triple doubles, and people can tweet me 100 times after she do it. I will continue to tell all of you she stinks. She stinks. She does. She stinks. Speaking of Alyssa Thomas, where are we at? An hour and 10. Okay, this is the last story here. Alyssa Thomas, Alyssa Thomas and her teammates said after the game that they were complaining about back-to-back games. Okay. Getting a lot of kickback from their comments on playing back-to-back. Let's take a look at what they said and let's come back and talk about it.
Terrible. That's my only comment on it. It's like they don't care about player safety. It's like they don't care about scheduling or whatever. And I mean, I only mentioned that one time in the beginning of the season, and I know people always love to come and say, oh, you guys want to get paid more, you guys need to play all these games, but at some point there's a sports science to it. And yeah, it's honestly just like game on game on game on game. So we play tomorrow, and we're professional, and we'll do it. Terrible. That's my only comment on it. It's like they don't care about player safety. It's like they don't care about scheduling or whatever. And I mean, I only mentioned that one time in the beginning of the season, and I know people always love to come and say, oh, you guys want to get paid more, you guys need to play all these games, but at some point there's a sports science to it. And yeah, it's honestly just like game on game on game on game. So we play tomorrow, and we're professional, and we'll do it.
Okay, so she mentions that there's a sports science to it, and they don't care about player safety as far as scheduling and playing back-to-back games. I'll say this. We've been talking about back-to-back games for a couple of years now, but me, honestly, a back-to-back game is a back-to-back game. I mean, you guys aren't out in ships mining through water, and you guys are playing basketball. You're playing basketball, okay? For what, an hour and a half? You're not even playing the whole game. You're not playing the whole game. Most of you don't play the whole game, and then a lot of you just really aren't that skilled. You're not playing a very fast pace. You're not playing a very fast pace. And on that squad, all you guys do is just look for Alyssa Thomas to dribble handoff to you. You guys aren't doing much. I'm just being honest. You aren't doing much to complain about playing a back-to-back schedule. So what? Well, then quit. Okay? Quit. I just don't think this looks, Satu, that's her name. I just don't think this looks very well to complain about playing back-to-back games while you're asking for more money. That's like me going to my boss and saying, hey, I need a raise. You need to pay me more, but I think you guys are working me too many hours. I want more money, but decrease my hours. You see how stupid that sounds? No, we're trying. Here at the W360, I said I have no problem with anybody asking for more money. I don't care. I ask for more money especially with the amount of travel and time that my job takes away from my passion here. Yes, pay me more money. I need more money. I'm going to ask for more money. And to be honest with you, I hope no one's watching from my job. I do the bare minimum. I wing presentations and everything. I do the bare minimum. But I have no problem with you asking for more money. But it just does not look good to ask, to say we don't want to play back-to-back games. The NBA plays back-to-back games. Hell, they play back-to-back games in hockey. Damn near I think baseball, don't they play back-to-back games? Don't you want to go to the playoffs? You go to the playoffs, y'all play back-to-back. That's the nature of the league. What do you want? 1 game a week? 1 game a week so the season can last 9 months? That's not going to happen, sweetie. That's not going to happen, okay? It's not enough talent yet. Now, you play your back-to-back games and you shut your pie hole. You're going to get more money. You play and shut your pie hole. You shut your pie hole right now. No, it's already a lot of people don't care to see you play anyway. So go ahead and play your back-to-back games and get them out the way and shut your pie hole complaining. All this hooting and hollering about, that was a slap in the face to us when they offered us $10 million. That was a slap in the face. And then you turn around, now we have to play back-to-back games. Then you turn around and the fans are so mean to us, the Indiana Fever fans, Alyssa Thomas, the Indiana Fever fans are so mean. We shouldn't have to endure this when we have to play. They're throwing dildos on the court. Shut your pie hole. Be happy people are watching while White Jesus is down. The NFL is starting. So, to all the White Jesus haters that's ha and laughing, go ahead and I think you guys should hope she comes back to play because the NFL has started. So millions of people who was tuning in for America's team is going to go to the other America's team and watch them out there in Dallas. Okay? Seriously. Seriously, how many games do you want to play? Yes, you're only playing 40-something games a season. What are you going to do? What are you going to say when there's more teams added and then you have to play more games? Now you have to maybe play 3 games. What do you want to do? Play 1 game every Friday night? What do you think? This is varsity basketball. You get to practice all week and play on Friday nights. And then you get Saturday morning off and then you watch film on Sunday and you practice Monday through Thursday and then you play again Friday night at 7:30. That's not how this works. You might have to travel and play back to back. That's all you do. All you do is play basketball at a very mediocre level. I think you got a pretty damn good slice of the American pie. Seriously, I'm tired of seeing y'all complain. You complain they booed us when we ran out on the court. The fans were booing us. That's what fans do. They boo you. They boo you because you stink. They booed you. They boo the refs. They boo you so you can miss your free throws. They try to distract you. Someone even held up a sign that said miss it when I was at the free throw line. These new fans are out of control and we can't do this. We just want to play. At one point, we just want to play the game and not have to deal with this. Then you turn around and say, they're making us play back to back. You're making it hard. You're making it hard to defend you. You're making it hard to defend you. You literally only play basketball. Shut up and play. Seriously, you got a pretty good deal. You got a pretty good deal. They laughed. Her wig fell off and someone went on the internet and said they should have played monkey in the middle. And this was a black woman and this is just, everyone was laughing when her wig fell off. And then they booed us. The fans booed us. And then when we went back to Indiana, they booed DeWanna Bonner. Well, why did they boo DeWanna Bonner? Because she quit. That's why. They booed her because she quit. All she did was quit. Well, what did she quit for? Because she was sucking. So she quit, and all she wanted to do was come to Phoenix and hoop and hump. And just hump with a little bit of hooping on the side. And then when they booed her because all she wanted to do is hump. This league is so unfair. And then they don't even put us on TV a lot. They made Indiana play 40 out of 44 games on national TV. And then players or people are saying that Alyssa Thomas stinks. handoffs, and they're making fun of us because they keep throwing dildos on the floor. Yes! 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 W360 Nation, I love you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. That's going to wrap up today's episode. Make sure you follow me on Twitter at the W360 _ at the W360 _ I'm about to hop on Twitter right now. So go ahead. Let's chat on Twitter. Okay. All right. Make sure you take care of yourselves. Please have a great week. Be nice to someone because you never, ever know what anyone is going through. Until